Welcome back everybody, and hold on to your jammies because we got another GQuuuuux reward celebration for the episode 7 release. And we got 2 free pilots, Gaia from the OG Gundam and Ortega from the OG Gundam. And not that pesky third one, that's name should not be named because apparently series hates him, whatever. But yeah, these are the GQuuuuux versions. We don't talk about Redacted, it's always been a 2-man squad, of course. But here it is, SSR Gaia. He is a support type. Support counter support level 3, increased range level 3, and Infinity Xeon level 2. We'll go over these abilities in a little bit. And Ortega, he is a defender, durability, support defense level 3, and increased defense level 3, along with Affinity Xeon level 2 as well. You get those two, and then 300 gems to do your singles of destiny for the Zeta. Still haven't gotten it, but you know, singles of destiny will pop up eventually. So let's just go over their kits and whatnot and see if you should invest in them. Here's Gaia, a supporter. Here's his character skills. Movement +1 is alright, and save energy is okay. 15% is nice, but not the best. Abilities: support attack level 3, 15% reduced weapon energy consumption, decent. Increased range level 3 is actually really good by 15%. That's really solid. He'll do really well with the red Gundam. Affinity Xeon level 2. Xeon mobile suits. When piloting units with specified tags, increase damage dealt to enemies by 10% and reduce damage taken by 10%. We'll go over every Xeon suit that they can use. Red Gundam does count as Xeon, so his best unit is probably going to be Red Gundam since it's a freebie and it's just overall a really solid unit. Ortega. Here are his character skills. Reduce weapon energy consumption by 15%, also meh. Boost range by 1 is really good, but for a defender you always want reduced damage, so a little bit meh right there. Abilities are support defense level 3, increase own defense by 15%, really good. Increase defense level 3, increase defense by 15%, also really good. So when he support defends and then his own passive, he'll get a 30% right there. When piloting units with specified tags, increase damage dealt to enemies by 10%, reduce damage, same as a Gaia Xeon unit, so that'll be at least a 40% if your support defending, really good. I would have liked if his character skills was a defend skill, but he's a freebie, you can't really argue. But yeah, they seem really solid. I don't think he's better than the freebie Char that we got, because if you're piloting White Gundam with this guy, also his skills are just better overall. But if you're piloting White Gundam with this guy, he's just a really good solid overall free to play. I have noticed that the later GQuuuuux freebies aren't as good as the Machu or the Shuji or the Char. I think that's fine. You could basically use those free and you already have a full team. But it's just nice, I guess, that they're giving us these freebie units, so can't really complain, they're freebie units. Let's go over all the Xeon affinity units and see which units you should run with them, because I do recommend running them with Xeon units, because why not? You might as well get the extra 10%. But yeah, let's go check it real quick. So here we are at the database. If you haven't checked it out already, pretty useful, very useful for looking at everything, all units. So here is everything in the Xeon tag. You can use Castable Gundam. They're a support and defender, but he'll still work fine. So yeah, Char's Gelgu also fine. Let's look at the supporter and defenders though, just to keep it in the class. Xeon is a really good solid free to play unit. It reduces beam defense, I believe. Let me just check real quick. Reduces up to 25% beam defense, and its range is 5, so I think that'll be really good for Gaia since he's a support unit. Oh, why does it do that? Let me just go back real fast. So yeah, you can run the Zeong with Gaia, you can run the Johnny Raiden, the Zuda, the Big Ring, the Zaku 2 F2, solid unit. You can run Red Gundam, which is a really solid. It's about to run out the event, so if you haven't already done it, go do it. It'll work. They can both work. If you already maxed out a Shuji, you can use this. Castable Gundam, also a freebie. You usually want to run attackers and all that with an attacker, but some people can work around that. There is no problem not it doesn't always have to be class locked. You can use any class of any unit and whatnot. You just won't get the full benefits. So I am only looking at the full benefits, the optimal situation for these pilots. So yeah, a lot of really good options. Some of these units are not the best, but it's still very good options for the Zeon tag. It's not a lot, but it's 10%. You might as well, if you plan on using these pilots. I could see them working really well, like I said, with the Zeong. Is any of these defenders free to play? I don't think any are. I mean, that one I don't believe is free to play. No, none of the defenders are free to play, I believe. So you kind of need at least a copy or whatnot to use. Well, Gaia else is free to play, my mistake. This one can be really good with Ortega. Really high defense if you fully max it out. Fully possible too, since it's a free to play. What's its skills? Attack defense 25 at max level, also really solid. Yeah, you can make it work. Increase defense by 10%. You could make a freebie team work with these guys. Zeong, Red Gundam, Gaia Els. Also with Gacha units as well, if you have the units like Zuda or Johnny Raiden and whatnot. But yeah, they're solid if you must use them. If you need any if you want to run a Zeon team or something, or you just like the pilots and whatnot, they're solid. Not the best, I don't like their character abilities, but like I said, they're free to play. You can't really argue, complain with that. Very solid. They're not at Machu or Shuji's level, but they are really good, and they have some really good free to play options as well. So that's about it, guys. Take care.